Most MSPs turn a quick chat into a 45-minute ramble with a prospect. I'm going to give you 5 questions that you can follow and memorize and write down that'll help you qualify a prospect in 3 minutes or less and clearly help you decide whether or not it's worth booking a meeting or not with this person. And my promise to you is you're going to leave with the exact words to say. This is rare that I say this, but if you follow verbatim, and I'm going to put it down in the description, you already know I love you and I want you to be able to find it so you can come back to it. But this video is going to teach you exactly what you need to know. How are you doing? My name is Harrison Barron from growth-generators.com. We help MSPs grow, whether that's teaching you how to sell your services, teaching you how to build an unlimited amount of leads into your MSP service, and then as your business grows, guide you in the right direction. Before I go into today's video, if you want to check out our website at growth-generators.com, we have a ton of stuff there. You can learn all about us, our programs, the services, where we are adding more services, peer groups coming later this year, if not early next year, some speaking if you want to book me on your podcast, as well as tons of resources and vendor perks that we are actively working on getting you better deals as a subscriber to this channel. You better deals through here, the free Discord with 1,300 plus members, and truly so much more. Free classes, free toolkits, acronym cheat sheets, sales sheets, and so much more at growth-generators.com/resources. So let's talk about what you actually need. And I'm not going to make you wait to the end of the video, but I want to teach you the framework first before I give you the actual questions that you need to ask, because the questions relate to the framework, right? You need to understand the framework for it. And I'm going to put something on the screen here, but you want the fast qualifier framework, and that is fast Q. It's going to come in handy real quick, right? You want F for fit basics, right? You want to see if they're a basic fit for you. That's truthfully what you want. You want to be able to say, hey, could this person even do business with me? Now, A, annoyance or pain in the last 90 or even 120 days. This is really important. They have to have some kind of problem. Doesn't matter what that problem is, as long as it's a technology problem, and hopefully you watching this video can solve that. But it's really important that we take it and we look at it and say, hey, what kind of problems have you had in the last 30, 60, 90 days? Let them tell you. We need to make sure that they have some kind of an annoyance or issue with their system. 3, stakeholders and decision path, right? Who is the decision maker? How do they take their decisions and bring them through their business? Now, in some businesses, especially smaller businesses, usually it's one person. Sometimes it's a decision group, or hey, I have to bring it to this person, and they have to bring it to this person, right? A path that gets followed. However it is, you need to be able to figure out who those stakeholders are, who is the person that can sign off on your check immediately, as early as you possibly can. You can ask them right there on the spot, hey, that's pretty cool. Are you the person that handles this or would give the seal of approval for it? Now, number 4, we have to have some kind of timeline. We can't just hope and dream into the ether that it's eventually going to come back. If you do not put a timeline to it, this was one thing that they hammered into our brains when I was in the fire department. You have to put a timeline to things. You have to have a timeline of when it's actually going to happen. And that timeline carried over for sales for forever. Hey, 1 week, 2 weeks, when are we going to meet, right? And when is the timeline for them to actually fix it? When is your timeline good as well? It's also important to figure that out. And then last but not least, that Q of fast Q. Qualifying next step. We have to be able to qualify them on the next step. That's the most important thing, because if we don't qualify them through not only the next step, but every step along the process, they might not be a good fit at the end of it. We want to try to save our time and figure out if they're a good fit for us and we can actually do business with them. So here are the 5 questions. I'm not going to make you wait around for them, but I am going to ask you one quick favor. If you could hit a like button, subscribe button, notification bell. If you're listening to the videos on a podcast version, please just take a second, pull over if you have a chance. When you get to your destination, leave us 5-star reviews. I would so appreciate it. I work super, super hard on these videos. I'm getting back in the saddle here. You'll see videos. I took a little time off for summer this year, but truly, I just want to help your MSP succeed. So let's get into the 5 questions. How are you handling IT support today or tech support today? Right? Most people don't even ask this question. It's crazy to me. And if you want to, you can plant little seeds. I like to call it seeding the field. You want to give them kind of things that they could draw at because sometimes people aren't always ready to answer the question. Do you guys have an MSP, an internal team, cousin, friend, brother, sister, nothing at all, right? And then keep an ear or two open to see if they're talking if they pay monthly, if they pay weekly, if they pay for break fix, projects only. These are all things that you are going to need down the road. Question number 2. Roughly how many people or endpoints do you currently have, right? And you don't have to say endpoints, but you can come up with something catchy, right? How many employees do you have or how many computers are in there? You might want to stay away from the jargon, but roughly how many people or computers are you supporting or do you have in the business? We all know size matters. And in this case, size matters for pricing, scope, and priority. Because if they have a lot of computers and they have some serious issues, we know that, hey, it's going to be a bit more expensive, but they are ready to move forward. Number 3, and all of these match, by the way, to fast Q. Little secret there for you. All right. Number 3, what has been the most painful tech problem that you've had to deal with? And what's been the largest thorn in your side when it comes to technology in the last, I don't know, let's say 90 days? And then don't talk anymore. This forces them to give you information. And believe it or not, this is our hook, right? Just like a fish, boom, right in, it takes them from there. Because if you stop talking, you can give them the opportunity to feed you the information that is going to make you a sales ninja. They are literally, you've put the hook in the water. And if they tell you a story, you got them, right? That's the truth. Listen clearly to what they actually tell you because what they tell you next should be pure or is going to be pure gold. Number 4, when something breaks on you guys, if you switch tools or anything like that, who's involved or what actually happens through this process? And if it does have to get fixed, who has to approve it all? It finds the buying path, right? If it's them, if it's the next person, if it's somebody, in upper management, but it also makes it sound like you're not super pushy. You don't want to say, hey, are you the guy that can sign the checks today? Right? But if something breaks or you switch tools, who's involved? Right? And typically, what does the process look like for you guys? Sometimes people typically want to be included in that. So they might say, oh, I run it to Joe and me and Joe approve it. Fine. It's that person and Joe, whoever Joe is, right? Hopefully he's got more hair than I do. Number 5, if we could fix the problem now or show you a simple plan on how we would fix it, would a deeper conversation or, maybe a little bit of a longer conversation, maybe next week or later this week make sense? It's clean, it qualifies. And the most important thing, and this is where I think I shouldn't even say I think, I know a lot of MSPs make massive mistakes because it gives you a clear next step. If you don't have that next step planned out that they could take it, right? You lose it almost 100% of the time. Now, I do want to give you one optional because I am a man that loves you to death. All right. You can also use a budget, kind of budget feeling question, right? If they ask, how much does this cost? Or, typically, what if somebody spend when they work with you on this? You can say, most of our clients in your range typically spend between X and Y per month. Is that something in the realm of possibilities for your business? And if so, I'm happy to have a conversation. Now, the real secret, real golden nugget, come in close. Like button, subscribe button, notification bell. I'm just kidding. You have to make sure that when you say X and Y, the number that you're thinking falls typically on the lower third between X and Y. So if you say, hey, companies of your size typically spend between, I don't know, $1,000 to $2,000 per month, right? You should know that they're probably spending. Now, obviously, things come up, right? Maybe Y has to go way higher, but at least hey, I want to try to get them around the 1,300-ish dollar mark. So that way they don't feel like they're not paying the cheapest, but they're not paying the most either. It's very, very important that this actually happens. So I want to give you just a little kind of script that you could actually go through, right? You want all of these, once again, go in a fast queue so you can follow them step by step, right? Can I ask you just a couple quick questions to see if I can actually help you or your business? And then we can move forward from there. I just want to get a feeler for it if it makes sense, right? And then you run those 5 questions. We want to make sure that we're staying curious, and we don't want them to put the ball on us. We want to let them do the talking. Our job, and I know this is going to kill most of you, and I am so sorry that it is. We don't fix anything. We're not auditing. We're just deciding if messing with this client is actually worth it, right? When I say messing, not in a bad way, but hey, do they have something that we're interested in dealing with? Is it going to be profitable to the business? Is it somebody that's a sizable account that we can make money on? All these things, right? It's super important as we go through. And then we should go through all 5 of those, maybe a bonus 6th question, and 2 outcomes are going to come out. Good or no good, right? It's either going to be a fit. Hey, based on everything you've told me, it sounds like we could help. How about we book 30 minutes or an hour next week to go a little bit deeper? I'll send you, a short email, book some time. We'll go through it. What does next Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday look like for you? Or 2, it's no fit. Hey, I appreciate you telling me all this kind of stuff. I would love to help you, but unfortunately, I don't think that we're going to be a good fit because maybe they're running on a DOS server and you don't want to get involved in a DOS server. Real life, this actually happened to me with a wildly famous company. I cannot say because if I did, you would know exactly who it is, but they're running their entire system on a DOS server. It blows my mind, right? Keep that in mind. In that case, it's not going to be a fit. Hey, I don't think we could help you. I would love to help you. I'll see if I can find some resources who may be able to help you and maybe give you some of our resources that could kind of steer you down the right path, but I just don't think it's going to work out between us. It's not that I don't love you. I just don't think my company can actually help your business. And that's a perfectly acceptable thing to have happen. And then last but not least, if you want to take this all one step further, right? We can go one step further because I want to make sure that you have the process in mind. You can take these conversations and build out information in your CRM, right? Your customer relationship manager. Now, you guys probably already know I love Go High Level, right? It's the best. I don't think there's anything better than it on the market. I am an affiliate. I will leave my affiliate link down below. However, I use it to run my business. We give it out to our MSP heroes as well with a full template and all this kind of stuff to make your life a million times easier. The reason why I'm saying that is not to plug myself, right? There's plenty of information. I'm giving you tons and tons of value. The important thing is inside of your CRM. Most CRMs offer it, but not all of them. Go High Level does, HubSpot does, Salesforce does, and I'm not sure about Zoho or some of the others. It's important to know that you can then basically grade these people. You can create some kind of a scorecard, right? That says, hey, if they are a certain size company, they get a certain number of points, right? You have an A lead, a B lead, or a C lead, right? Maybe an A lead is like perfect fit. Maybe they get 4 to 5 points based on their answers. A B lead, maybe they get 2 to 3 points. And a C lead, maybe 0, 1 point. Well, you wouldn't get any points, but maybe 1 point. Hey, let's send them a resource and get them moving on. But the nice part is you can then go through and you can leverage these to track the conversations that you're actually having. So that way there's never a guess, hey, are they going to be a fit? Or, you know, yeah, I kind of had this conversation a while ago. I don't remember. You can build it out in your system. It's called lead scoring, and you can score those leads so you know when times are slow, you want to build up the pipeline little bit. You can go back to the highest quality leads that have the most points associated with them. There's a whole bunch of automations and things like that that you can set up if they go to your website, download resources, increasing in the number of points. But the true point is I want to make sure you have a system to use to track that. Once again, you can use HubSpot completely free. You can use Go High Level, comes with our membership. You can go right through the website itself. Whatever it is, whatever floats your boat, use it. But what I want you to do is just track the conversations at the last possible step for this. And then you're going to book a discovery day. If they're a good fit, you're booked. You're in. You are going to that discovery day. I already have a video on that. I'm probably going to make an even better one here in the future. So you're definitely going to want to hit that like, subscribe, notify. Other than that, hope you found value in this. I will leave links down below. I will leave the cheat sheet and all that information or the questions that you're supposed to ask down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.